5 animals the US must kill because they possess the alarming ability to devastate entire ecosystems across the USA. These creatures, often unnoticed, pose a significant threat to the balance of nature, and their impact can be truly catastrophic. Number 1. The assassin bugs. Now let's delve into the dark world of assassin bugs and the deadly disease they carry. Assassin bugs, notorious for being the main carriers of the lethal Chagas disease, pose a significant danger in Central and South America. These blood-sucking insects are not just menacing, their presence brings a deadly consequence. This tiny predator, armed with a lethal bite, is responsible for a staggering 10,000 human deaths annually, making it a formidable threat to the region. Chagas disease, caused by the protozoan Trypanosoma cruzi, is a silent assassin, often transmitted through the bite of the assassin bug or by consuming contaminated food or drink. Once infected, the disease wreaks havoc on the body, attacking the heart, digestive system, and nervous system. The Pan American Health Organization warns of the dire consequences of Chagas disease, which can even be transmitted from mother to baby through the placenta during pregnancy, posing a grave risk to future generations. The efforts to control triatomine bugs and Chagas disease often lead to unintended ecological consequences. Insecticide use, while effective in reducing bug populations, can also harm non-target species and lead to resistance issues, complicating future control efforts. Habitat destruction, driven by attempts to eliminate bug breeding grounds, can disrupt local wildlife and lead to broader environmental degradation. Number 2. The zebra mussels. Another big issue in the United States is the zebra mussel. These freshwater and brackish water bivalve mollusks arrived in the US in the 1980s from the Eurasian waters of the Caspian and Black Seas. They've since spread to numerous locations, including the Mississippi River, the Great Lakes, and Lake Travis. Zebra mussels cause over $1 billion in damage annually in the US, clogging water treatment facilities and disrupting local ecosystems. They attach to solid surfaces like rocks, native mussels, docks, and boats, using root-like protein threads, making life difficult for other underwater creatures. Each female zebra mussel can lay up to 1 million eggs per year, and they spread by releasing their offspring into the water, traveling with the current. People inadvertently aid their spread by moving water between locations. To prevent their spread, it's crucial to thoroughly wash boats and let them dry for at least 5 days before using them in another body of water. Specially trained dogs are even employed to sniff out zebra mussels on boats. Number 3. The Apple Snails. Let's dive into the world of Apple Snails. Authorities are urging everyone to eradicate these seemingly harmless creatures on sight. Even their egg clusters need to be squished to prevent hatching. It's a simple but somewhat unsettling task, as these snails are invasive. The North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission specifically asks people to crush the egg clusters and toss them into the water. You may have seen videos of people doing this, and while it might seem oddly satisfying, it's also crucial for controlling their spread. These egg clusters are hard to miss with their bright pink color, but remember, avoid touching them with bare skin, and definitely don't touch your eyes afterward. Handling them can cause a rash due to a toxin in the eggs. Apple snails are considered quarantine pests in several countries, including Australia, China, Malaysia, Spain, and Vietnam. In North Carolina, they're completely banned. Originally from the Lower Paraná, Uruguay, and Lata River basins, they've spread globally thanks to human activity. Introduced to Taiwan from Argentina between 1979 and 1981 as a potential food source, they escaped into agricultural and natural wetlands, quickly spiraling out of control. Today they can be found in states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, and Louisiana, and they've even reached North Carolina by October 2023. These snails are voracious eaters, disrupting aquatic ecosystems by consuming aquatic vegetation and outcompeting native snails for food. Predators aren't safe either. Nearly any creature that eats snail eggs will get poisoned. This aggressive behavior lands apple snails on the list of the top 100 most dangerous invasive species worldwide. Their rapid spread is facilitated by their reproductive habits, with females laying eggs about once a week. Moreover, these snails can carry rat lungworms, a parasite that can cause severe health issues if ingested by humans. Efforts to control apple snails often involve manual removal. In Palau, they successfully eradicated the snails by removing them from infected ponds and covering the area with oil. Number 4. Spotted Lanternflies. Shifting focus to another invasive species, the US is gearing up for an invasion of spotted lanternflies. These colorful bugs pose a serious threat to ecosystems and agricultural economies, especially apple orchards and vineyards. First spotted in the US in 2014, they've spread to states like New Jersey, Connecticut, Maryland, Virginia, Indiana, and Ohio. The USDA urges people to kill these bugs on site and report any sightings. These pests can cause $324 million in annual damages, and their spread is facilitated by hitching rides on trade shipments and vehicles. Spotted lanternflies feed on tree bark sap, leaving behind a substance called honeydew, which attracts more pests and leads to the growth of sooty mold, harming trees. By 2033, there's a risk of them reaching California, potentially devastating the wine industry and other fruit crops. Number 5. Potential Salamander Pandemic. Lastly, we might soon face a new threat, a pathogenic fungus targeting salamanders. This deadly fungus causes a disease called chytridiomycosis, which has already decimated amphibian populations worldwide. The US, home to the most diverse salamander population, is at high risk. This fungus burrows into the skin of salamanders, disrupting their ability to breathe and excrete waste, eventually leading to death. Experts call for halting amphibian imports or implementing rigorous disease checks to prevent this fungus from entering the US. Salamanders play a vital role in forest ecosystems, acting as apex predators and contributing to the global carbon cycle. The loss of these creatures could lead to ecological imbalances and increased carbon emissions, highlighting the importance of protecting them from this invasive fungus.